Welcome, this is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Zentangle Teacher, and we are again working on our Labyrinth on an Opus tile. And if you haven't seen the other two videos, check back with part 1. This is part 3, and part 1 I did, I mounted it on the Opus tile, and I mounted it on the back side of the Opus tile. So here's the front, it's just plain, and the back side, I have another one on this one, on the back side has some great writing by Maria, some just inspirational words, and I thought it really went well with the Opus, with the Labyrinth. So I did Sand Swirl here, and then I did Huggins here, and I was going to put something in the center of it because it's a great reticula, and it could have done some fragments in there, but I just opted to just shade it. And now I am going to do, let's see if I can remember, I'm going to do tripoli in this one because I love the way Maria showed me one time how to do tripoli, and it was just so much easier than the way the step outs made it appear to me. So I'm going to zoom in on this corner so that we can just see this corner. It gives you a little close-up on the wonderful words that are printed on here from Zentangle.com. I'm sure Maria did it. She's a beautiful calligrapher. So tripoli, or sometimes I call it tripoli, but it's tripoli. And we're going to start out, and I'm just going to do it right in this area. This is like my string, my border, and there's my, and I'm not going to have a string, so we're just going to come down, and I'm going to do them large, and I kind of do an L shape. And I make my little kind of a candy corn, or because it's got rounded triangular shape. And then I'm going to come down and I'm going to do another one. And I like to do the kind of a reverse L. And I'm going to rotate my tile. Make sure I don't rotate it right off the paper, camera. And this is kind of the new grid in town when it came out. You can see I'm just going to do this one so it looks like it's just underneath, like I mounted that right on top of it. Sometimes they get a little point. And I'm going to do a little thin one. I should have done just a big one in that spot all the way over. But that's okay. I can do those little thin ones. But I wanted them big enough I could put something inside of it. So that's what I should have done on that one, but that's okay. We know there's no mistake in Zentangle. And sometimes they even get a little different shape. But I love that fact that they don't have that real triangle, perfect triangle shape. When I first started doing tripoli, I wanted it in like a grid because I thought grid. But now when I think reticula, then I could do it. And they just have 3 sides, so no matter what I draw, if I draw something with 3 sides, I get the shape I want. And like the segments of an orange, I just peeled me an orange. I should have saved it so you could see, but that's what I kind of think of. And I'm going to do that one so it looks like it's kind of going under there. That one kind of got a odd shape. I was watching the line that Maria drew, and because I wanted to not draw over it, I wanted it to be on top so that, I don't know, I just like that look. So I'm just filling up this space with, and what I look at when I start, I look, okay, here's 3. So I want this kind of to be my center point. And I think I'm going to quit right there. Let me get it around so you can see the whole thing. And I may come out a little bit more. Maybe I will add one that kind of looks like it's going up underneath there. But I think I'm going to not do any more. I think I will ruin what the shape I've got. So now I can go in to these and I can add a fragment inside of each one of these if I want, or I could just shade it and leave it. But I think I will ponder this for a while and maybe come back to it. At this point, I kind of like the big openness, and so I may just shade that with, to balance this out, I think I'm going to take a different color pen. I'm going to take my brown 01, and I'm going to do my reticula inside of here. And so I'm just thinking, what would I like to do in there? And I'm going to get my fragment and reticula book to give me an idea, because I can't think of anything. Okay, I went and picked up my fragment and reticula. This is the fragment and reticula book, and this is the Zentangle primer. And I like them as a combination, because lots of times I will just flip through this. So I'm just going to flip through here and look at things that are for a triangular space. Oh, and look, they just used this as the reticula right here, so I can see that reticula. And I'm just looking to see what might really be this one right here, which is it didn't say what fragment they used. It just says reticula 2 and F and no name on it. Maria did it, but so I can kind of do that one. But I'm going to use my brown pen. So I'm going to come in here and I am going to, and I've done this reticula before, and then I'm going to draw a circle in the center, and then I'm going to darken in behind so that it kind of looks like I have, that little ball is just kind of floating in there. Let's come in so you can see that a little bit better. Just my camera. Okay, so I'm just going to do those little arch and then draw. And the more ink I put down, it really gives a rich color. So I have to just kind of get close and put a lot of ink on that paper. So I'm just going to work my way through all of these. You see what I did on that one? I didn't draw over. I wanted to keep the integrity of that. So I'm coloring behind. Oh! Do you see what I just did? I colored the ball instead of the background. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to go ahead and color all the background. And there's no mistake in Zentangle, so we're okay. Sometimes when you concentrate so hard on what you're doing, on what you should, I should have been concentrating on drawing this circle, and I was concentrating on that beautiful calligraphy piece, and that's what threw me. But you can see how this is going to be just beautiful. I'm going to scan back out and work on this, and then I will just speed up the drawing, and then we'll do a little shading. And there we have it. Now I thought about, as I was tangling, I thought, where will I shade this? And that's kind of a difficult one, but I always think I need a little shading. So I'm going to take my pencil, and I think I'm going to just shade, just put a little shading in the background. So I'm just putting a little bit of graphite, and hopefully my pencil, my shading stump will pick up and blend that. So now I'm going to take my little shading stump, and I'm just going to blend in so you can, the background, and there we have the background shaded just a little bit. Go all the way out, and there we have part 3 of the Labyrinth on the Opus tile. Reverse on the back side of the Opus tile. We have one more to do, so check back with lesson 4 and see what we do in our final corner. Thanks again for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. New videos on Tuesdays and Thursdays. And have a great day, and tangle every day.